What's up, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, and every nation in between? It's your boy JB, and I'm coming to you tonight with a review for Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. This is episode number 7, and it is titled The Princess of Planet Cepeus. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. You guys, I'm actually really enjoying Ryusoulger. It's actually really good. I'm hoping that at some point we get the adaptation here in the US. I don't know how it will be done, but I'm really kind of interested in it. So the episode, it started out, we see Asuna and we see Melt, and they're with Yui's dad, and he's talking about shocking and all kind of stuff. I don't understand what her dad was talking. I was actually I like Asuna, like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, I don't understand what he's saying. But, you know, Melt understood what he was talking about. I'm like, again, what is this man talking about? So then, you know, Asuna, she gets up and she starts messing with some of his stuff. And her super strength that she has, she breaks one of his artifacts that he has. He's like, oh. So she takes out her sword and she cranks it up so she can reverse what she did. And, you know, she didn't ask. She's like, yo, where is Ko at? And, you know, Melt is like, you know, well, he and Tiramigo, they were in there watching TV. Well, Tiramigo comes out and says, nope, he's not with me. He left. And Tiramigo actually said that. And they're like, wait a minute, you can talk? And, you know, it was like, maybe it's because, they've been sitting in front of the TV and watching the TV, and he's just, you know, put words together. I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so. So then we see Ko. Ko is with Yui, and he wants to jump into the river, and he wants to swim to the ocean. And I'm like, I didn't understand what he wanted to swim to the ocean for. I really did not understand it. I was really lost. Actually, the first half of the episode, I was completely lost. First with Yui's dad, and then with Ko and Yui. I was confused. I'm like, I don't even understand, because I had to fast forward that stuff like multiple times to understand it, and I still don't understand it. So we also find out that Ko is 200 years old, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then Ko, he hears someone, he's singing, so he uses one of his powers on the sword so that he can hear louder what's going on with the singing. And then also in the forest, we see Towa and we see Bamba. So they are, you know, training with one another, and, you know, out of nowhere, so actually, before I go to where I'm finna go, it appears that maybe Towa is thinking, hey, why don't we join the other team? You know, it's 5 of us. I think we work well together. Well, Bamba doesn't see things that way. Bamba thinks that, you know, Towa is naive, and he feels like, you know, if you put your trust in people, that people will disappoint you, they will betray you, which that's not the truth. You know, some people will. Not all people will, but some will. But, you know, like I said, you take that with a grain of salt. So, we see a woman, and she's running in the forest, and she's screaming, and we see the foot soldiers following in behind them. So this is when Towa and Bamba, they transform and they fight the foot soldiers. So once they've defeated the foot soldiers, the girl's like, you know, she asked them, are they the Doridon in those funny looking outfits they have on? And I'm like, well, I wonder how she could get that they were Doridon. Like, Doridons are monsters. These are people in colored spandex. But, you know, if that's what she believes, that's what she believes. All right, so then we see Ko. He and Yui, they have followed these, you know, the woman singing to an amusement park where a Minosaur is, you know, terrorizing the people. So there's a guy on the stage, and that is who Yui believes that the Minosaur is, you know, originated from. So then, you know, the Minosaur, I don't know what that was that he did. Like, it was like a sonar thing that, you know, went out, and it actually knocked the people out. Now, I do want to mention that before, when Ko wanted to jump into the lake, the river, the stream, whatever you want, whatever it was, Yui gave him some earplugs to put in his ear. So not Towa. Why do I want to keep saying Towa? Ko did not, you know, he did not, you know, get under the monster spell or whatever. So, we see actually we see Creon. So, we see Creon, and Creon is kidnapping, the kids and the adults that are knocked out by the Minosaur. And then we see Cole following them behind, but Cole, he, like I said, he had the earplugs in and he wasn't affected by it. So, he's attacking the foot soldiers. So he transforms and he battles. Yeah, he didn't transform. So then while Cole leaves, and we meet this new monster by the name of Weisel. So, Cole transforms and he starts fighting Weisel. And then out of nowhere, some kids appear and they start, they're protecting Weisel and attack Cole. I'm like, wow. So are those kids under a spell from him? So then we see Toa and Bamba. So they took the princess to where the others were. And boy, is she rude as ever. Like, she is like so rude to them. So Mel, he wants to know, like, what led you here to us? And she's like, you obviously don't have any manners. I'm like, neither do you. What do you mean he doesn't have any manners? Neither do you. So he asks her, why are the Doriton after her? And then she tells him that, Weisel is kidnapping people from other worlds and he's making them his slaves. And then she said that she and her sister were also kidnapped, but they escaped and her sister landed on Earth. So now she's there to find her sister. So then we see Weisel. He has the kids in a trance and he's just trying to get them to do his evil bidding. So then back to the princess, she is just barking orders at them, talking about they going to find her sister. And I'm like, what happened to, can you help me find my sister? Will you please help me find my sister? Not, you going to help me find my sister. Well, Bamba says, you know what, I'll help you because I know what you're going through. Because, he'll do anything to protect his little brother. And that's what they connect on, family. So then Cole returns because Cole returns and he hears, the princess, she's singing. And he's like, that singing, I've heard it before. He's like, I heard it at the amusement park. And she's like, my sister, Fida. I think that's what her sister's name is, Fida. All right, so then they go back to the amusement park. And when they get to the amusement park, who's waiting for them? None other than Creon. And Cole is like, give back the people that you stole. I absolutely like Creon. Creon is hilarious because Creon he is sarcastic as crap. He's like, oh, okay, you want them back? I'm gonna give them back to you. Psych, you gotta come get them. So then, the Ryusoulgers, they transform and, they start to battle. All of them with the exception of Bamba, because we see Bamba, he takes off. So I'm assuming that Bamba's gonna go try to find the princess's sister, Fida. So then once again, some more kids show up and the kids just start fighting, start fighting with them. I'm like, dang, man, these kids are really beating the crap out of them. So then we see the giant Minosaur. So Creon tells the Minosaur, hey, take the Ryusoulgers out and take those kids out as well. I'm like, well, God, the kids were just sitting here protecting you, but now you want the Minosaur to take them and the Ryusoulgers out. Wow. So then the princess, she shows up and she starts singing. Her singing is actually able to take the kids out of the trance that they are in. So then we see Cole, Melted, Asuna. They call them their Dino Knights. And they start to battle with the Minosaur. So then we see Bamba, he's fighting with some some foot soldiers. And then Toa joins in with him. And they are fighting the foot soldiers. So we see, and they find Fida and they find Yui. And they tell Yui, hey, you got to get the people out of here. So she does. So we also see that, with the others fighting the Minosaur, that the Minosaur can fly and it's actually giving them a hard time. So then they use a different mode to try to, fight the Minosaur. And then we are joined by Toa and Bamba. And, Bamba, he's stubborn. He's really stubborn. He refuses to, to be a part of the team. He's like, I'm not here to help you guys. We're doing this for the princess and her sister. And I'm like, Bamba, you just can't say that. Yo, team, let's make this work. Let's protect them. But, wow, he's really stubborn. So, they use a mole because, like I said, the Minosaur, he could fly. And then he was standing in front of the sun. So what they did was, since they were blinded by the sun, they decided to blind the Minosaur by the sun as well. So, when they blinded him, the Minosaur fell down and, So then, like they start fighting with him, and they were getting ready to take him out, but then they noticed, oh my God, it was a Ferris wheel behind the Venusaur, and they were like, there are people on that Ferris wheel, so we can't hurt him, because if we hurt him, we hurt the people. So the Venusaur flees the battle. So lastly, in the episode, we see Toa. Toa is telling Bamba, hey, that all 5 of them, they are very good together. And Toa thought, not Toa, but Bamba thought he was actually talking about the sisters. He's like, no, I'm talking about all 5 of us. So then he's like, don't know about that. So then, the princess is telling her sister that, she thinks that they can take out the Doridon with their Dino Knights. And Ko is like, not Ko, Melt is like, we never even mentioned our Dino Knights to her. Like, how does she know about them? And I'm like, oh no, this probably is not going to be good at all. But you guys, that was the episode. Like my video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. Man, so we're not going to have a Power Rangers episode for at least a few months. So I'm just going to be doing Ranger Talk going from this week. I mean, I hope we have something to talk about in Ranger Talk. I really do hope we do. If we don't, I have some topics that I do want to talk about. So, we're going to get through this hiatus with Power Rangers. But, I will see you guys later.